Good evening, everyone. My name is Debbie Singleton, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I come to you live on Monday evenings. Thank you for joining me. And I hope that everyone had a great weekend. A little warm this weekend, and this next weekend is supposed to be even warmer. But I got to play in my craft room this weekend, so I was pretty happy and excited because I haven't been able to play too much, but I did get to play a little bit this weekend. And I placed an order, but I didn't get all my man stuff that I ordered. So it still isn't even due to ship yet. It doesn't say. So I don't know, probably because we just came out with we as demonstrators got to order what's coming up for everyone else to order in July. We get preview and we get to order ahead of time. So they probably are getting ready to ship everyone's orders all the same time. So I didn't get to have my order yet, but so I didn't get to do like any Father's Day things. Hi, Jess. Or anything like that. So I had to kind of reroute what I wanted to do because I was going to do some Father's Day cards and stuff like that, and I didn't have my stuff, so I had to kind of go searching for something else to do. So I came up with, in the new catalog, I had ordered before, this really, really neat Sending Smiles bundle, and it's really fun. So I kind of went searching for something, and a lady by the name of Susan, she came up with this really cool idea, so I kind of did a little bit of spin on it. So the card we're going to make today is, I'm going to say, sending a card to say hello. And this sending part up here is, it's raised up and it's a two-step process, and it's so much fun to do because it's elevated. So the two-step part, hi Mom, welcome. So when you cut it out with the Stampin' Emboss machine, two pieces that you put together, and so it's super fun to do because then it makes it raised up. So a little trick to that is, it's always hard to get this thin little piece here to put any glue on it because that always gets all over your, little man says hi. Hi. It's always hard to get that glue on there without getting glue all over your fingers, and I did the first one that way. So then the second one I did for our thing is, we have I forgot I had ordered this a long time ago, and we have these adhesive sheets, which are amazing to use. And so I use the adhesive sheets, which are super amazing. So what you do with the adhesive sheets is, you put the adhesive sheet on the back side of the piece that you want to run through the die machine, and then you put this little piece on here like this. You peel the piece off, you put that on, and then you run it through the die machine, and then this gets on here on the piece here, and then you peel it off, and then you can stick that to the piece. So it took me a while to figure that out because I haven't done that in forever, but that's easier than trying to put the glue on this little piece that's super thin and you can't put that on there. So that was so much easier. But these come in strips, and you just cut off the amount that you want, and then one piece sticks to the piece of paper and the other piece will stick to the other piece that you need. So that is so much easier to do. So that's what I did. So I already pre-stuck that piece that we're going to do tonight. So this stamp set is a bundle, and it is on page 14 in the new catalog. And it comes with all kinds of really cool little sayings. A note to say thanks, birthday wishes, card to say hello, comfort and strength, smiles across the miles, all the good luck your way, sunshine to brighten your day, and love and big hugs, which I thought was really cute. And then, of course, the sending part, and then all these little flowers and doodads and stuff. So it is really cool to see. So I did save a few little things to do. I did most of the cutting and all that kind of stuff because it is quite intricate. And I even showed Milt, and he was like, well, it's got a lot of texture to it. So he was pretty impressed. So I'm going to kind of switch this a little bit. So this is the card we're going to do. And it has a lot of texture. So all this is the texture part, and then this, and then I did the flowers and everything. So, and then I also, to give it even more texture, I also raised it with, hi Sarah, nice, thanks for joining. I also, of course, had to dimensional it because, you know, I have to dimensional everything. And then this part here, the background of this white one, I also did, I embossed it with our gingham embossing folder. So it has lots of texture. And then these little gems, I didn't realize, but I wanted to put gems on it. They didn't have any, the lady that did this didn't have gems, but I needed it to sparkle because I like things to sparkle. And so I grabbed some rhinestones that I had, and they were the Rhinestones Wave Basic Jewels, but they were like a special, and they're not really in the catalogs, so sorry, but they're not in there. But you could use any rhinestones you have. So you could use any, we have, of course, all different ones in there, and I just didn't have any of the other ones. I haven't ordered them yet, so we could use, you know, I could go pull some other ones. We have just basic rhinestones that would also work too, but I didn't realize these weren't in there. So this is the card we made, and then I stamped inside too, which I thought made it really nice, just stamping it. So also you can just stamp on your card too, but I liked that I raised it all up and cut them all out because our dies cut out almost every stamp in there. So I did that too. So I just thought that was nice. Now I used almost all of the new colors. I used all of the new colors. So here's all of our brand new colors. We have Tahitian Tide, Starry Skies, Parakeet Party, Sweet Sorbet, and Orchard Oasis. I take it back. Sorry, I did not use Orchard Oasis, which is kind of a purple color. So I used 4 of them. So this is the Sweet Sorbet. This is the Tahitian Tide. And the card base is Starry Sky. And then this green is the Parakeet Party, which actually looks so pretty as a leaf. So that is really nice. So let's get started. I cut out almost everything. So let's do the one flower I didn't cut out, and then the Seine I also didn't cut out. So I just wanted to show you how you could do that. So what you do is you use, these stamps are polymer, which are so nice. I love when we do polymer stamps because you actually get to see when you stamp. So didn't do the Starry Sky. So let's do that one, which you could do any of them, but so then just take, I used scraps for most of my almost everything I use scraps for, except for the big piece, which is the 5 let's see, the white one is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, but everything else I used scraps for. I already got. So just stamp this, just daub it, and then you get to see that it's already all inked up. And then we're going to stamp on here. And that's nicely stamped. So that's good. Close that so I don't get any more ink than I already have all over me. Now I got ink all over. I don't know how. Then the die. Must have put it away. Well, I kept it out, but I must have put it away. Yeah, I did. So then you just match it up. Oh, that's not it. What did I do with it? Uh-oh. I leave it on my other table. No, I don't think that's the one. Cut them all out last night, but I thought I left the big die one out. That one. Maybe it is. No, that's not the right one. Well, I already lost one of the dies. Anyone else lose dies all the time? Like me? Oh, two small ones? Okay. Basically, you have to put this on there, and then I run it through the die machine, but that is not the right. Oh, there it is. Hiding underneath something. All right. I saved it out. See, that matches up so much better. So you match it up, line it up, and then I take a piece of washi tape and just hold it on there, just make it so that it doesn't go anywhere. It just makes it easier. And then I'm going to use my little trimmer tonight so that it's not all over, my big one isn't all over the place. Mini one. I need. Lined up. That on there. And you just peel this off. Paper. And this off really gently. And now you have your flower. Okay. And then let's do the, now how we stamped the thing is in Versamark. We stamped it in the Versamark, which will be kind of clear. You won't be able to see it upside down. Actually, I'm going to take off that piece of that. All that going through. Okay, you can't see that yet. And then this special stuff, and then we're going to put white embossing powder on it. And we're going to emboss it, and then we're going to put it through the little, it's going to be magic. I love this magic stuff. And then you can see the white a little bit, not too much in the camera, but it'll be even better once we heat it up, and then it will be embossed white. The white will even show more. So it'll be a little bit noisy. You'll be able to see it. See how it turns kind of white? Oh, you can't see. Turns even white as you go. It's just magic. I just love it. It's barely white, and then it gets really white. It's so hard to see in the camera because the light doesn't show the white. Then it becomes white. And then you can put your little, and then I also put a little bit of the washi tape on there because made it so that it wouldn't move because it's so little that it helped it just keep it steady when it went through the, I didn't want it to move when I got it on there. Yesterday I put one big piece, but I think today I'm going to just put two little pieces on there. Maybe not. Okay, so bring this back in. See, it moved. Crazy thing. Even with the tape, it moved. Okay. Now peel it off. Not too bad. It could be up a little bit, but it's still not too bad. Okay. We're done. Okay, so we've made all of our, and I cut out everything else and put everything else together. So now we can just put the card together. But I wanted to show you how you stamp your flowers and then cut them out with the machine. So now we can assemble our card. So this is 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. And this is the Starry Sky, which is our new color, which is so beautiful. And then this one, oh my goodness, look at this blue. This blue is so pretty. It's the Tahitian Tide, and this is 5 1/4 by 4. So we can, and then this one is just basic white, and then I used the embossing folder, the gingham embossing folder, and I did this 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, just so we had a little bit of a border with it. We'll put this on. First. This on. These colors actually all go together so nicely. Okay, now, let's stamp inside our inside piece. So used this leaf, and so let's stamp the leaf with the parakeet party. Parakeet party. It'll take a little while to get used to what the colors are, but this is such a pretty green too. So let's stamp that. Like so. And I really liked this starry blue again. That's so pretty. Now to get the middle, you could color it any color you want to color it. You can color it with one of the other colors. You could, you know, it's your flower. You can make whatever color you wanted. But I liked it to be yellow. I don't know why. It just seemed like yellow seemed to be the color. So I used our dark Daffodil Delight Stampin' Blends to make it yellow in the middle. And then you just filled it in and just made it yellow. And I made them all yellow. But again, you could make them whatever color. You could make your middles whatever color you wanted them to be. I just felt like, and I don't know why I picked yellow. I honestly couldn't tell you. It just seems like they should be yellow in the middle. I don't know. Let's put that on inside. So we have an inside piece. You can. That's when you definitely need an inside piece. All right. Okay, so I dimensionaled everything. Probably a little too much because when you want to go to mail it, it's probably going to cost you a little more postage. But I just thought that it just looked really nice to have some dimensionals on there. So I guess probably if you're going to think about mailing, you may not want to put so many dimensionals on there because it'll probably be a little bit much. But it just looked kind of nice to have some dimensionals on everything. You could just, you could always glue it and it would look good too. So and like I said, I did the sending already. I've already put that all on there so that it all stuck there using my a couple of big ones and a couple of small ones. Some of these areas would not take big ones. I didn't want it to sag either. So some of these little ones on there. Oops, got stuck to me. Yesterday I had glue all over me because I glued mine instead of using the adhesive sheets. So I remembered I had bought the adhesive sheets for this very purpose. All right. Now I want to put that on later. I want to put the stems on first. I'll put that over the stems because I didn't do it right. All right. Then I had to do little dimensionals. This was probably the most tedious part, was getting all these dimensionals on and stuck in, but that's worth it. The card turned out so cute. Huh. No. All right. Almost done putting this together. Once you get everything all cut and all done, it shouldn't be bad. This overlap here. Off the card, overlap. There we go. And one little flower. There. And you can always glue these if you don't want to do the dimensionals. I just need to be closer. Put that down all the way. There we go. There we go. And then our sending. There we go. Oh my goodness. This is so cute. There we go. There's our card. Oh, let's put some. It just needed some more, like, needed some bling to it. Why I needed it to be sassy. There we go. There's our card. I think that is so cute. Oh my gosh. I think the colors look so nice together. I think all of our cards. Hi, Darlene. I was busy just going away trying to get my card together. Thanks for joining me. I think all these colors just seem to go really well together. I think they've done a really good job with our new colors, putting them all together. So yeah. But there's our card, and then there's our inside. And you can always also stamp like the envelope. You could do one of the other colors for the envelope too. That would be really cute to do too. So, but there's our card for tonight. Thank you guys all for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did. I know it took a while to put together, but I'm glad I had everything all cut, but I wanted to show you a few tricks for some of that. So thanks for joining me tonight, and I will see you next Monday. Hopefully I'll have some of my stuff that I've ordered in from the new catalog that's coming out in July. Have a great week, and we will see you next week. Thank you much. Bye-bye.